In a stunning turn of events, WANA, West Asia, and North Africa has officially joined forces with BRICS, forming what could potentially be the most influential country alliance in history. But what led to this momentous collaboration? How will this powerhouse alliance reshape the geopolitical landscape? We'll dive deep into the potential ramifications and discuss how this historic union could redefine international relations. The economic grouping of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, commonly referred to as BRICS, has begun to gain significant traction within the top nations of the West Asia and North Africa, WANA, region. In an intriguing development, Iran has already initiated the initial steps towards joining the BRICS fold. Furthermore, Iran isn't the only one harboring such aspirations. Other notable countries, including Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Egypt, have hinted at their plans to join BRICS in the foreseeable future. In another significant development, the United Arab Emirates, UAE, has joined Qatar in achieving the status of an emerging market. This noteworthy elevation aligns these nations closer to the economic level of the BRICS countries. This distinction aligns it more closely with the BRICS nations, enhancing its standing in the global economic landscape. The growth of the BRICS countries. Joining the BRICS is seen as a way into an exclusive club with the potential to revitalize multilateralism. Trade and market access, FDI, and a stronger voice and bargaining position on the international problems are only some of the benefits of BRICS membership for the individual countries. With a larger membership, BRICS will be better able to interact with other regional groups. The Beijing Declaration from the 14th BRICS Summit encourages members to continue discussing the expansion process. It emphasizes the importance of reaching a unified understanding on the fundamental concepts, norms, criteria, and processes that will govern this expansion via the Sherpas channel. However, the growth process will take form in due time. In 2010, South Africa was officially welcomed as a member by Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Several countries in the WANA region have applied to join more than a decade later. Egypt, Turkey, and Iran were among the next 11 countries that Jim O'Neill predicted in 2005 will have the largest economy in the 21st century. All three nations have expressed an interest in joining BRICS, and Egypt is in the running to join the NDB. Because of their impressive economic growth, Gulf states like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates are also eager to join the alliance. WANA and the BRICS. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi said during the 2022 summit that the BRICS Forum is gaining prominence on the global level. Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi urged the BRICS nation to work together to improve the effectiveness of independent international organizations in promoting global harmony and uniform economic growth. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who was invited to the 10th BRICS Summit and reiterated Turkey's desire in energy partnership through BRICS membership from 4 years prior, wished that BRICS members would take the necessary steps to bring Turkey into the organization. However, it is clear that the geoeconomic dominance has the potential to generate geopolitical leverages, which was not the original intention of the BRICS group when it was formed. On the margins of the G20 summits, BRICS presidents have been holding discussions, and at the margins of the UN General Assembly, BRICS foreign ministers have been holding separate meetings. The goal of the BRICS Think Tank Forum in 2022 was to form a community with a shared future for humanity, contribute positively to global peace and development, and seize development possibilities. While Egypt and the United Arab Emirates are interested in joining BRICS primarily for economic reasons, Turkey and Iran and Saudi Arabia are more concerned with geopolitical issues than financial ones. Egypt. Egypt has a lot to offer in terms of natural and human resources, and it hopes to boost its economy with the help of the international investors, so it is crucial that it join the BRICS. Since the revolution, Egypt has had to deplete its cash reserves and reduce state subsidies because of a drop of investment and tourists. Even though trade with the BRICS countries is insufficient, Cairo is considering membership for the sake of economic stability. Egypt has bilateral partnerships with the BRICS countries, but its exports to the bloc only account for 0.12% of the total and 0.3% of agricultural imports. A number of nations such as Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates and China have recently hinted at their inclination to inject capital into Egypt's energy sector. Their interest signifies maximize potential growth and development in this crucial industry. As a result of the economic crisis brought on by COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine war, Egypt's foreign reserves have decreased by 19%, prompting Cairo to seek stability in the form of the NDB's Contingent Reserve Arrangement, CRA. Short-term difficulties on a country's balance of payments can be alleviated with the help of the CRA framework. UAE. The United Arab Emirates sees its BRICS membership as an economic relationship that will allow it to engage with the other member countries with renewed vigor. It plans to expand into China and India's markets in South Asia and is looking at assertive Russia as a possible counterbalance to the West's hegemony in the area. The BRICS nations can leverage the UAE's resources to improve the NDB's credibility and standing in the market. When measured against other sovereign wealth funds, the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority comes in at number 4 in 2021. The NDB hopes to get projects up and running more quickly than other multilateral development banks, and BRICS sees the UAE's emphasis on and promotion of an innovative business culture as helpful in this regard. Turkey, a current member of NATO, can use its BRICS membership to broaden its international organization's reach into non-Western regions. While the European Union's General Affairs Council claimed in 2018 that Turkey was drawing further away from the EU has granted candidate status to Ukraine, Moldova, and Georgia, all of which will enter the Union in 2022. Turkey has been reminded by the global economic crisis of the value of alternative regional frameworks. Turkey's goal in joining BRICS is to acquire a greater voice in international issues. Turkey's membership in the BRICS is the next logical step as it pursues a reorientation of its foreign policy and regional supremacy. Iran, which is suffering from the effects of economic sanctions, sees membership in the BRICS as a way to boost its flagging economy and gain a foothold in a non-Western organization. Tehran enjoys cordial relationships with all BRICS members and plans to leverage the group's international reputation for its own geopolitical goals, such as the restoration of the JCPOA. Iran is a potentially stable and reliable partner for the grouping because of its advantageous geographical position, short and economical transportation, transit networks, and energy reserves. After joining the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in 2021, Iran's membership in BRICS can be considered as a further stride towards the east. Saudi Arabia. Finally, Saudi Arabia's membership in BRICS sends a clear message that its relationship with the United States is tenuous. As part of its efforts to diversify its economy, the kingdom stands to receive tangible benefits from its membership. The decision to join BRICS indicates a shift away from unshakable support for and faith in the United States and toward Russia, China, and India. Attempts to resurrect the JCPOA have created doubts over US-Saudi divisions on regional problems. But US Vice President Joe Biden's visit to Saudi Arabia has helped calm anti-American feelings. In addition, the BRICS will provide the kingdom a stronger voice in international forums, addressing pressing global challenges. Even though it has been criticized on other fronts, the BRICS formation of the NDB with equal voting rights is a sign of success. Although the term BRICS was coined in 2001 by Jim O'Neill, a former Chatham House chairman and Goldman Sachs partner, the group has been criticized for its lack of trade integration, uneven growth, and lack of aggressiveness. He also highlights the group's wasted potential to develop strategic cooperation agreements and their lack of coordination on important problems. However, the grouping continues to have enormous economic potential since it accounts for 41% of the world's population, 29.3% of the total land surface, 24% of the global GDP, and 16% of the worldwide trade. Turkey, Iran, and Saudi Arabia are eager to join BRICS for its political significance and symbolism, while Egypt and the United Arab Emirates are interested in joining primarily for the economic prospects it presents. The fact that key WANA countries are considering joining BRICS at a time when Russia is asserting its influence and China is quietly investing in economic activity, there is more evidence of the United States declining authority in the area. It's also indicative of a decline in confidence among regional powers in institutions like the Arab League. The 22-nation group has been criticized for being powerless to prevent regional conflicts in Yemen and Syria, and for breaking promises to Palestine. If the main regional actors were to join BRICS, however, the organization would become a coalition of the world's greatest energy producers and consumers other than the United States. It remains to be seen how the members of the BRICS group resolve the ongoing decisions about the organization's expansion, the expansion criteria, and the expansion standards. It is essential in this moment of geopolitical upheaval and intensifying US rivalry that a non-Western coalition is not painted with an anti-Western brush. So that's all for today, folks. Subscribe to our channel and join our community of global affairs enthusiasts as we analyze the geopolitical shifts and their far-reaching consequences.